Hello everyone, this is Rick Walsh speaking. Got a lot of great information for you tonight. I'm VP of Sales for Freedom Equity Group, and we're going to talk tonight about recruiting insurance agents who would like what we have to offer to help their career along, and if they wanted to join us in our campaign to help Americans retire with dignity. Over the past 10 days or so, I have developed a landing page and an email that I've been using to get to insurance agents around the country, and so cold market prospecting, and have personally sponsored about 30 agents here in the last 10 days. So it has been working. It's been working very well. So I'm going to go over exactly what I've been doing, just so you know. I did pay an outside company to do an email blast to existing agents. When we get to the end of this, I will show you various ways you can find agents, insurance agents, life insurance agents. But the first thing I want to do is I want to caution everybody. This is the cold market, and the cold market is tougher than the warm market. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to go to friends, neighbors, and relatives. I want people who are calling me or contacting me. I guarantee you, it's going to be harder, it's going to be more expensive, and if you cannot close the warm market, I would recommend that you stay away from the cold market. It's a lot tougher. But I know there are people that are going to want to go, target insurance agents, and you should. Insurance agents, obviously, that are experienced in the Index Universal Life are looking for ways to expand either their personal production or their agency building capabilities. We have the perfect solution for them. And so when targeting or going after insurance agents, you have to know exactly, if you haven't been in the industry before, you need to know what is the most valuable thing to an insurance agent. And to an insurance agent, if you take a look at the history of the industry, we had over 1 million agents about 5 short years ago. Now we got about 500,000. So here's the question: what is it? The fact that the products aren't as good as they used to be? No, actually, they're a lot better. Is it that the commissions went down? No, actually, the commissions went up. So what is the problem? Well, the problem, it is more difficult for insurance agents to be in front of more qualified clients. And it's harder to build an agency. Why? On both directions. Well, it's harder to be in front of more qualified clients because after they talk to friends, neighbors, and relatives, they're relegated to some form of advertising, whether it's the sign in the front of their office, whether it's a phone book or an internet listing, whether it's their Facebook page, or buying leads or doing seminars. And so buying leads, most agents end up buying leads that are rehashed. They're sold to 5 or 6 agents at a time. And they're not very good. Most of those leads, when you call them, they don't remember they left their information anywhere, so they're annoyed that they were called. And then with the do not call list, you got to be very careful. The second thing is doing seminars, a lot of times for seniors, where you buy dinner. Well, they're getting to be known as plate liquor seminars because more and more people are coming for the free meal and really not interested in what's being offered in the seminar there. And so, and then for the agent who wants to build an agency, well, they're competing with that dwindling pool of agents. If there were 500,000 and there were 1 million and there's now 500,000, well, that's obviously a challenge. You're competing for a smaller pool, yet everybody's competing for that smaller pool. And the only way to compete is with contract levels, eroding your own profit margins by giving out higher contracts for people who will leave you when someone else offers a higher contract than that. So the one thing we all in the insurance industry need to be educated on, it's not what your contract level is. It's what your profitability is. And so I have an email that has gotten a fair response. And let me tell you what a fair response is. A fair response is about 30 leads coming from 100,000 email blast. 30 leads. That's considered a success in the industry. So what I did is I contacted one of the agencies or companies that has the list of life insurance agents around the United States, and they have the capability of not spamming, but actually putting the emails out to that list. And so I purchased it, and I'll tell you, it cost about $1,000 for a 100,000 blast. So the first thing I want to do is I want to cover the actual email that I sent out, and then I'm going to go into a system that you can have duplicated for you and customized to you should you so desire. And I'm going to walk you through the system and exactly what I did and following up on all of the leads that came in and how that was done. So with that in mind here, we're going to bring up the email here in a second. Please stand by. Okay, this is the actual email that was sent out. Tell me if we're going to hit into what I call the areas that would catch the attention of an insurance agent. Now, the only thing you don't see on here is the subject line. And the subject line reads this. You'll need to copy this down because the subject line is so important. It said, leads, period, no, comma, better than leads, clients requesting to be closed. Leads, no, better than leads, clients requesting to be closed. And when they opened up the email, here's what they saw. If you are an experienced insurance agent, we can help you to be in front of more clients without buying leads. To have clients requesting to be closed without doing seminars or buying meals. Have clients that you don't even know yet be brought to your office. All of the information is right here at www.insuranceagentdream.com. That's www.insuranceagentdream.com. And then it has my name, address, and phone number, which is required for the Canned Spam Act. So let's take a look at what happens when somebody takes a look at that and then goes to that website. And let's see if I can. I'm going to start bringing things up here. Hang on. Okay, so when an agent clicks on that link, here's what they're going to see. This system, by the way, it's called Prosperity Central. www.prosperitycentral.com. You'll be able to purchase this system should you so desire, and how it has been customized with my autoresponders, one-touch emails, etc. I'll show you how that's done here in a couple of minutes, and you can actually download all of that material that's customized to Freedom Equity Group for recruiting insurance agents. So let's see what the insurance agent sees as they go through this. The first thing they see is an insurance agent's dream. Be in front of more clients without buying leads. If you are an experienced agent, we can help you, 1, to be in front of more clients without buying leads. Have clients requesting to be closed without doing seminars or buying meals. Have clients you don't even know yet be brought to your office. Or, if you qualify, we will give you an override on all of the target premium in your city, regardless of which agency writes them. 2, pay you to train our agents, even the ones not in your agency, and you override the target premium. Now, Obviously, anyone who answers an email ad is very hesitant to give their information, to go, as they say, behind the door to find out what it's all about. So I put a recording here on the front page so people can click on this and listen to the recording. And I'm going to play that and let you listen to that right now. So hang on. Hello, and thanks for stopping by. As an experienced insurance agent, your time is valuable, so I'll get right to the point. Your greatest challenge, quite simply, is to be in front of more clients. And if you want to build an agency, it's to have more of your agents in front of more qualified clients. From experience, I know that money is not the answer. Buying more worn out, oversold leads, not the answer. Direct mail pieces to overflowing mailboxes, well, that's not the answer. Picking up the dinner tab for a few dozen seniors at a nice restaurant just so they'll listen to you, it's not the answer. The answer is not in the box. The answer is outside the box, and I have proven it. Qualifying for MDRT, $1 Million Roundtable, every year while practicing and building an agency into the thousands has given me the insight that can be a complete paradigm shift for any agent in America today. The insights and answers on the other side of this site will give you the inside story that decades of experience have taught me. Behind the door, you'll learn how to be in front of more qualified clients without buying leads. Secondly, have clients brought to you in your office requesting to be closed. And 3, how, if you qualify, you will be able to override the target premium of an entire city or region, even on the agents not in your agency. It's simple. Fill out the information on the right and watch the short video and get all of the inside information that'll transform your practice. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, if they play that audio, that's what they're going to hear. And then they could look up here, and it says, this sounds too good to be true. So show me. And so I'm going to go ahead and enter in my information. I'm going to request that if you go to this site, to go through this whole program, please enter in the name, John as the first name, Smith as the second name. Put your real email address there so you'll start getting the autoresponder emails. And phone number, it doesn't matter. Actually, we may do some phone follow-up, so feel free to put in your real phone number. But use the name John Smith so I don't follow up on you as a lead. This is a live site. So 532-7058. Yes, please add me to your mailing list. And yes, I'm also interested in receiving pre-recorded messages. I haven't done any of that. And then the button says, prove it now. So now we're going to go into behind the door. And here behind the door, we got several areas. The very first one that pops out at you is step 1, watch our video presentation. 2, learn more about the company. 3, our system. 4, our industry. And 5, about me. Now, there's only 3 real sections of this site that I would want anyone to look at. Number 1, view our presentation. Yes. The second one is our industry, and the third part is about me. Now, everything I put on here, the videos I put on here, what will be called one-touch emails, what will be called our email campaign, etc., I customized for the Freedom Equity Group. I'll give you a link at the end of this presentation that if you want to get one of these landing page systems and follow-up programs, they cost $25 a month, and the first month is free. So you don't pay anything to try it out for 30 days. They have a free system, a $25 one, and a $49 one. The $25 one is the one that you need in order to download all of my stuff. When you get it, all of what I have put together will be in your system, and you can use it. Now, I'll just tell you what it is. It's www.insuranceagentdream.com/join. That'll bring you to Prosperity Central, and when you sign up for the service, the first month is free, and it will be a subset of what I've already put together. So now my agent has come here. They put in that information. I have captured that information. If they did not uncheck the box at the beginning, they have then subscribed to my mailing list or my email campaign. So let's see what will happen if they hit the first button. View our movie presentation immediately. Well, when we click on that one, up is coming, and let's see, hopefully it starts for it. What is going to come up is the webinar, one you probably have not seen because I have redone it, and that webinar is 20 minutes long, and the webinar will solve two of the greatest challenges to an insurance agent: how to be in front of more qualified clients and how to have your new agents in front of more qualified clients. Now remember, there are two things that we can offer an insurance agent with our program. One, available to each and every agent, is the ability to have clients requesting to be closed brought to them. Because as we sponsor a new individual into the program, their first 5 sales must be split training sales with their sponsor. Therefore, those first 5 sales are clients that are requesting to be closed that are being brought to that agent. That agent did not need an insurance lead list or to buy meals. Clients are being brought to them by the new recruit. That's step one. The other step, if they qualify and if the city is open, they may be appointed as a city manager, which means they would be doing split sales for new agents in other hierarchies. They didn't even know the agents or the clients. They're splitting the sales. It would also mean that they're getting a 3% override on all of the Anaco target premium in their city. Their agency, other agency, it doesn't matter. That position is worth 7 figures a year. That's $1 million a year position done right. So we do have something to offer agents above and beyond what they could get anywhere else in the world. Don't talk, when people talk to me about contract level, it's how much you can earn. Because even if you have a 150% contract, the last time I did the math, 150 or 150% of zero, it is still zero. So on this video, you can click to open up the video to full screen. They could watch that video. Okay, the next thing is come inside and learn. On this one, I do not have it active, but you could have your replicated website or any website you want that would be attached to that. Now, when we go down here a little bit further, we have 3 more areas. Our system. The Our System page I don't use at all. What it does, it explains this system, meaning Prosperity Central, and if they wanted to purchase the system. I'm not interested at all on that, and looks like when I tried to back up, I just went out of where I wanted to be. So let me go back in. John Smith. Phone number is required. Okay. They didn't like my phone number. Yeah, it was a made-up one. Let's see if I can get back in there now. Okay. I'm back in. Now, the next part, where it goes to our industry, I have a second video under that. And basically, if you click to play this one, this is the Insurance Agent Dream video that's on the FEG site. It is the professional studio shot video. Remember, the first one was 20 minutes long. This one is 8 minutes long, and it's in high definition, and it's more professional, but it doesn't give as much information, but at least it gives a very quality presentation. Now, I will be showing you in your back office exactly how you can tell which videos were watched and how long they were watched for. So let's go back to our home page here, and we got one more section, and that is About Me. They can hit the Contact Me button, and when they do, it'll open up a box where they can send me an email, or they could hit the About Me section, and when they do, it's got my contact information, as you see over here on the left. Over here on the right, it has the 3rd video. We have 3 videos in here. All of these are ready for you to download to your customized site if you want to. Now, that third video is the daily webinar that I do. It is recorded, and it is the one that explains the IUL policy and the opportunity that we have. This is the video that the clients requesting to be closed will have watched prior to going to that individual's office, and that's how I explain it. It's about a 25-minute video. Now notice when I put my bio up here, it really is more than a bio. It's talking about why they should look seriously at this system. Let me read it to you. As an insurance agent, I face the same challenges. And the challenge is not getting a license, not learning the products, not getting the highest contracts. The first challenge is be in front of more prospects. The second challenge is only by those who want to build an agency. The challenge here is to have more agents in front of more clients. So money's not the answer. Buying worn-out leads is not the answer. Buying dinner for people is not the answer. The answer is outside the box. And we come down here and it says, I will show you how to be in front of more clients without buying leads, have clients brought to you in your office, have these clients, not leads, requesting to be closed. And how, if you qualify, you will be able to override the target premium of an entire region or city. Once educated on the process, I'll hope you'll work with me so I can mentor you every step of the way. But if you choose to take the information and system elsewhere, I wish you nothing but the best of success. I'm sure you deserve it. In either case, it's time for the professionals in our industry to design a life rather than earning a living. Okay, so we know what the agent is going to see now. They have, when they get the email, they click on the link, or you just direct them to whatever your site is going to be called. Mine is called www.insuranceagentdream.com. I bought that domain and had it redirected here. Once they go behind the curtain, you have captured the information, and they can see a 20-minute video here that explains everything, an 8-minute video under our industry, which explains it all but much more succinctly. And then under About Me, they could see the webinar that their clients will see prior to them coming to you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you into the back office and show you how I have been following up on all of the clients. And if you all hang on here a second, it'll be a moment before I bring that up. Okay, so what I did is I just went to www.prosperitycentral.com. If you want to sign up for a system, you don't want to sign up there because you won't get my videos and my autoresponders. You'll be starting from scratch. You need to go to www.insuranceagentdream.com/join. But since I've already joined, let me go into I'm going to log in, and I'm going to show you exactly what I've been doing as follow-up and what every agent has been seeing. Okay, we're in the back. We're on the welcome page. As you get started, there are little lessons, building your database, getting started, etc. Click on each one of those, find out how the whole system operates. When I go back here, I then can go to my dashboard, and my dashboard will tell me who are the hottest prospects, because whether they watch one video or two videos or opened one email or two emails or whatever, or if they came back to the site more times, they get points. So as you can see on the right-hand side here, it is telling me I should call Jim first, then David, then Jerry, because these people are the ones that are the most interested. They've got the most points. I could go over here to the left to the tracker, and I could see that John Smith started watching a movie at, hang on, I'm going to close that out, at 5:23 p.m. today, April 24th. Well, if I want to see what movie he watched, I click on it, and it shows me that is the one under our industry called Life Agent Dream. So I know he watched that movie. I could go down here and find out that Alex opened up a message that came from the system. I could see that David opened a one-touch message, etc. I could see what happened, but I'll show you more importantly as I go into my contact manager. I'm going to go into my contact manager here, and I notice that if you notice right now, a whole bunch of John Smiths have visited, which means you folks here on the phone, since we got on the phone, you came in here and left your information. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a real contact of people that responded to me. Here's all the John Smiths that came in. But let's go and see Sandy Walsh. I'm going to click on her. Sandy Walsh, that, by the way, is my wife. It's a fake one that I was testing with. But let's say I wanted to follow up on Sandy Walsh because I know she came in here. So I clicked on it. Let's find out. Sandy Walsh with the email Walsh Sandy and this phone number came into my system. She came into the system at 12:41 a.m. on the 18th of April. The last time she visited the system was the 18th of April. She only came in one time. She did enter in her email address, so it's active, and I could contact her anytime I want. I know her phone number. When I talk to her, if she has another phone number, I could add it here. I know her email address, name, and I know she lives in Roseville, California, 95678. Now, I could look down here and I could see that my autoresponder sent a campaign message to her on the 19th of April. Which campaign message did it send? Well, there it is. Thank you for visiting InsuranceAgentDream.com. In case you didn't get a chance to go through the whole site, which most people don't, let me give you a brief description. Site 1, as you enter, you'll see the Step 1 video. It's a 20-minute video, and it's a full explanation of how we can create clients requesting to be closed for you. Number 2, under our Industry tab at the bottom, there's a brief 6-minute professional video that gives you a brief overview of the system and how it works. And under the About Me section, there's a recording of the live webinar we do on a daily basis that your potential clients will view before they become your clients requesting to be closed. And the most commonly asked question is, how much does this cost me? And the answer is nothing. I look forward to answering any questions you might have. Here's my name and my phone number. That is already in your back office ready to be used. I know now that that campaign message was sent to Sandy Walsh, and look at this. It was sent on 2/19, and I see that at 12 midnight she opened that campaign message. So now I not only know it was sent to her, but I know it was opened. Now the following day, this message was sent to Sandy. Sandy, I know you saw the website InsuranceAgentDream.com. Does sound too good to be true. Therefore, I thought I'd give you a verifiable example. Doug Jones of Southern California got his insurance license at the beginning of the year 2013. He loved the concept of helping Americans retire with dignity and started getting clients interested. He didn't have the expertise to close them, so he brought them to Frank Sullivan, who did. Frank did not know these people, did not have a lead program, and yet, as a result of Doug, he submitted $183,000 in target premium in February and March from dozens of clients. These were clients requesting to be closed that were brought to him. If you're not fully understanding how you could be in front of more clients without a lead program, then we need to talk. Remember, there's no cost to this program. And again, my name, my phone number, my email address. I have 4 emails that go out. After someone comes into your site, automatically they get that first email that you heard. 2 days later, they get this email. And then 2 days later, they're going to get another email. Sandy, the proof is always in the pudding, as they say. Since starting our campaign to help Americans retire with dignity, our field management system, where we have clients requesting to be closed, the weekly commissions generated are pretty good, considering we've only done this just a few months. Here is an actual typical week. This is happening week after week. Again, these are commissions for 1 week, and then I list them. David, $21,000. James, $16,000. Victor, $9,000, etc. Now remember, There's no cost for the program, and a full explanation is at www.insuranceagentdream.com, or contact me for a full explanation, and then it explains everything to Sandy. Now, I'm going to go up here for a second. There's one more email that goes out 2 days after that, and that email gives the comparison. And I want to bring up that email since it's not here right now. I think you'll like it. Email campaigns and scripts. No, I need it under marketing. Conversion tools, email broadcast. Nope. Email campaigns. I know it's under there. Leads know better than leads. All right, what does that last email say? Preview message. It would say, Sally, after viewing the website, you probably are saying to yourself, oh, yeah, I get it, A.L. Williams all over again. Well, let me show you where you'd be wrong. A.L. Williams had a campaign to buy term and invest the difference, yet most clients brought term and squandered the difference. With the IUL, we fulfill both sides of the equation, covering if you die, if you get sick, and your living benefits. Number 2, A.L. Williams had a cost to join. We're free. 3, Art Williams became a billionaire when he sold the company. Well, we're going to share it when we sell it. Williams' average premium was $25. Ours is $300. A.L. Williams getting a greenie license took 52 hours in a classroom. It can be done faster now. Number 6, Art Williams was a typical MLM. You know, mud on the wall sees what sticks. We're opening professional offices around the country. We're not just talking about a concept. We're proving it. Over 2,000 members recruited in 3 months, $2 million in target premium. Come see us again. And name and phone number. So let's go back to contacts. The contact manager. Let's go back and find good old Sandy here. So we know the 4 email campaign autoresponders that go out to Sandy. If I click on detail, I will find that Sandy started to watch at midnight lead the first video, but she only watched 1% of it. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but you'll go here and you'll find maybe all 3 videos were watched 100%. Now you get to know what your prospect has seen beforehand. So I also know what campaign letters they're going to get. They're getting the leads, no better than leads, clients requesting to close, and the last one that went to Sandy was the 5th one. I could even go into demographics and know that when I call her up, that it's a clear day, about 88 degrees in where she's living right now. If there were thunderstorms, tornado warnings, whatever, that's part of the thing I could open up the conversation with. So while I'm talking to Sandy, when I give her a call, I am going to insert a timestamp here, and I'm going to take notes. Like Sandy has 22 years experience, mostly P&C, so I know it's not life. She likes the recruiting concept. All the way I'm talking, I'm taking notes after note after note, and if we call back again, then I put another timestamp, and I would start putting in all my new notes that I'm taking while I'm talking to Sandy, so that when I go back on these leads, and I've got 30, 40, 50 of them, I want to know what my conversation was the last time we talked. Now, when I call the lead, what I do is I explain the program. Here would be a typical call. I'm actually going to write out this script and have it in the back office so you'll be able to use it. I'm not going to go through it because of time totally right now, but let me give you an idea. But before I go into, okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back to these send emails. This is going to become very important to you. So let's say that I call you up, and the name is John Smith. Here's exactly what I'm going to say. I am going to go through the whole thing. Take some notes if you want as I go through this. I'm doing this off the top of my head. I've done it about 30 or 40 times in the last 10 days, and it has worked out pretty well. So here is my situation. Okay, John Smith answers answers the phone. I know if he watched a video. I know if he's been back to the website 2 or 3 times. I know where he lives. I know what the weather is like. I've got his email address. I've got his phone number. And so I click to get ready to start taking notes when I start talking to him. And I say, John Smith, how you doing? This is Rick Walsh. You visited my website today, Insurance Agent Dream, clients requesting to be closed. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to call and answer any questions that you had and make sure you really understood what that video was about that that you saw on the site. Whether he saw the video or not, I'm just going to say that. And I'm going to say, is this a good time for you? He says, yeah, I got a couple of minutes. I said, great, then let me explain our program. Quite simply, John, my company, Freedom Equity Group, is about 15 years old. We specialize in Index Universal Life with living benefits. And recently we started a new campaign to help Americans retire with dignity. We have been the #1 provider of Index Universal Life for 4 major carriers. And so, John, before I go any further, so I know I don't have to say some things that you already know, how many years have you been practicing insurance? And he says 22 years. Well, I'm sitting here. I put in there 22. I type in 22 years of experience. And John, are you very familiar with Index Universal Life, how to overfund the program as a retirement vehicle and the living benefits? He says, I know it somewhat. So I put in, I know it somewhat. Okay. All right, John, then let me explain what we do. Obviously, most people in the insurance industry want to sell insurance, and everyone should have insurance. They need insurance, but they don't want it. Who wants to send money to an insurance company every month when you know you'll be dead before anyone sees any of that money? So what we've done is we've taken a different tack. We are using the Index Universal Life program as a retirement vehicle. We don't want to buy our clients the most amount of insurance for the least amount of money. We want to buy them the least amount of insurance for the most amount of money. We want to overfund the policy without mecking it to use it as a retirement vehicle for our clients. So as you know, in an Index Universal Life policy, that the money that goes into the cash accumulation side grows with stock market-like returns without the downside risk, much better than the IRAs or non-matched 401ks people are already using. And they can take that money out during retirement as loans collateralized by the death benefit and not pay taxes on it, much better than the IRA and 401k again. So we are giving people a retirement vehicle that goes up with stock market-like returns, has no downside risk, and is income tax-free. That's 90% of the American public that wants to talk to us. Then, if they have a critical, chronic, or terminal illness on the way to retirement, they could tap into anywhere from 40 to 95% of the death benefit while they're alive. So we cover all the bases. Whether they are retire, we got retirement income for life. They cannot outlive. If they get sick on the way to retirement, we cover them. And if they die prematurely, we cover the family and fully fund the account for them in the death benefit. So I'm sure you could see where our tact to help Americans retire with dignity is really, really catching on. And I'll give you statistics of how well we've done here in a moment. But what's really important is we adopted some of the principles of an individual you're probably familiar with. With 22 years experience in the industry, John, I'm sure you've heard of A.L. Williams. And some people love what Art did. Some people hate what he did. To me, it doesn't matter. I say, you know what? There's some things he did well. There's some things that he had challenges with. So let me tell you what we thought were good that we copied and what we thought he had challenges on that we improved upon. The first thing he did is he had a campaign to buy term and invest the difference. Unfortunately, most people bought term and squandered the difference. With the Index Universal Life, we're covering permanent insurance and investing the difference simultaneously so it's suitable for the client. The second thing that he did that was actually good is he taught his agents not to go out and sell life insurance. He told them to sell them on the opportunity that he had available, and he would aim at a recruit and he would land the client. And that worked very, very well. what he did is his people went out and talked about how you can help people plan for their future by getting a license and working with them and buy term and invest the difference, and they explained the product, and the end result was those people who did not want to get a license and be in business bought the policy. So he aimed at a recruit, and he landed a client, and that's what we're doing, and it's working. And the third thing that he had a challenge with, he went much too far into the realm of multi-level marketing and threw a lot of mud on the wall to see what sticks. You see, we're putting a professional like you, John, in every single city around the United States to be our insurance city manager, so that when there's two things that you can do with this program, John, and that is, the first is you can recruit, utilize our system, our pay grid, etc., and you could even have people at your same contract level and still override them. And with that, as you recruit new people, we require the first 5 sales of a new recruit to be split sales with you, the mentor. Those are your clients requesting to be closed. If you want and you qualify to be a city manager, well, you can have the split sales of all of the new agents, whether they're in your agency or not, if they don't have a sponsor in the local area. And then we'll give you an override on all the target premium in your city, on all the agencies in your city that are part of Freedom Equity Group, whether they're part of your agency or not. Again, that would be new recruits that you don't even know, you didn't recruit them, bringing their clients to you that have already seen a webinar that explains what the product is about. They know what they want, and they're coming to you requesting to be closed. So, John, in a nutshell, that's what we're doing. And as a result, we've submitted since the first of the year several millions in premium. We've recruited over 2,000 agents. It's working like a charm. So, John, let me ask you a question. Is this something you would be open to receiving more information on? Now, notice, I explained our whole program because I don't know how much of what he saw on the website that he paid attention to, and I just got all of that. And I will tell you that out of all the people that I said, would you be open to receiving more information, I had one no. Everyone else said yes. And I said, all right, we've got 2 ways to get information to you. Number 1 is I'm going to send you some additional emails and videos that you could study. The other, I recommend that you get registered with our company. What does registered with our company mean? Well, it means that you go to a link and go into our back office and you give us your information. There's no cost to do this, and there's no obligation. If you don't want to do anything, that's okay. But it's a way of doing some due diligence. You'll get into our back office. You'll have access to all of our training, all of our marketing materials. And should you decide you want to move forward, we'll get you contracted with our carriers, and we'll move forward. Does that sound fair enough? And most people say, well, of course, that is fair enough. And so now I would then get John registered with the company, signed up, etc. But now I'm following up with people, and I just went, and let's take a look at what we've got here. Okay, I'm here with Sandy. I called Sandy, and know what? I got a fax machine. They gave me a fax machine as a number. So I go back here to send an email. I got a fax machine. It's an email ready to go. Thanks for visiting my website. I know it sounds too good to be true, which is why I tried to call you, but notice that the number you gave me was a fax machine. I appreciate your desire not to receive a phone call, and I'll respect that, but I wanted to let you know the reason I was calling you is to give you verifiable evidence how we have clients requesting to be closed, and they can be brought to you. People are submitting over 10,000 a week in Target, and there's no cost or obligation, and I click send. Okay, well, it normally would send. Well, let's forget about that. Now, the next thing, I call Sandy, and she's not there. I got a recording. So I leave a recording, who I am, what website you visited, and why, and I go back here, and I click on you missed my call. Dear, and it'll put Sandy in there. Thanks for visiting my website, Insurance Agent Dreams. Sorry I missed you when I called you. I wanted to make sure you understood everything. So I'm explaining here in this email the 3 areas in the website they go to see the various videos, and I click send. All of these are ready to go for me. I call Sandy. She's ready to go. She either registers with the company or just wants more information. So I put in here follow-up for insurance agents links only. I send them this email, which is a link to our webinar, Insurance Agents Dream, our executive search webinar, and our sizzle call, and I send it. If they're interested in the recruiting part, well, then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to click on follow-up links with insurance and recruiting, where I've got all that I had in the other one, plus our momentum video, get paid to train for network marketing leaders, etc. Done. Now, if John wanted to sign up and he signed up, then if he's very experienced agent, I send this email, signed up agent email. And it says, thanks for registering. Here you'll have access to our back office. But here's a very important part, because they're going to start getting emails with contracting levels and from the company explaining that you start at 30%, go to 40, go to 50. Well, if I've got somebody who's got 25 years of experience and all they've done is index universal life, as you know, according to the 1099 that they had the year before, they could start at a level higher than that. And the fact that they're getting this, they won't understand it. So I say, please be advised that the contract levels discussed in the email are for new people, someone with your experience. We need to talk about your contract level personally, and that will be according to, of course, their 1099 from the year before. So anyway, all of these are called one-touch emails that are ready for you. They're in the back office. So when I call somebody, I know what they saw, when they saw it, how they saw it, how much time they spent on it, where they're from, what the weather's like. I got their phone number, and I call them up, and I'm doing that script. I'm making all the notes as we go, and then I send them whatever emails are appropriate or the sign-up link. I don't recommend you send them the sign-up link. I recommend that if they're in front of the computer, you walk them through the process to sign up right then and there. And then my auto campaign starts right away. They're going to get one email every few days. Okay, all of these emails are set for you in the back office. If you wanted to sign up, I'll try to get some questions. I've got a 6 o'clock phone call, but let me give you a couple more slides here. What you need to know from the current slide. Okay, if you want to see that landing page, again, it is go to www.insuranceagentdream.com. Please use the name John Smith so I don't follow up with you as a lead. Okay, where can you find out where there are life agents? Well, you could Google your city, Sacramento, and life insurance agents. Start copying down addresses. There's a company called Agent Resource Network. You could look them up online. Agent Resource Network sells email list of agents. You could Google for life agent magazines. There's several magazines that serve the industry, and they have mail list, or your state Department of Licensing. I know they have direct mail list. Maybe they'll have email list. All of these are going to be opt-in, so they're legal to use. They are expensive. They are costly. On emails, you're only going to get like a few, maybe 1/10 of 1%. That would be fabulous if you got that. Now, if you want to use Prosperity Central to have your landing page, it's going to take you a couple of days to study how it works, etc. But if you use this link to join, it will automatically give you the videos that I have there. It will automatically give you all of my email campaigns, all of my one-touch emails, etc. Okay, while we got a couple of minutes here, I'm going to try to answer some questions that came in, so please stand by. Let's see. Are the videos on my landing page given by you, and how do they get in my downline? Well, if you sign up for this system, they're on Prosperity Central, and you determine what part of that whole system you want to put them. Do you buy domain through Prosperity? Yeah, I think there's a link on there where you can click on and buy a domain name. Will you be providing this in a script? It would be very helpful. The whole big thing where I said what I say to people when I call them up, I will provide that in a written script. What do you say when they say they don't want to receive more info? Oh, that's quite easy. On the on the whole thing there's a place that says unsubscribe. I click unsubscribe, they're out of my system. They'll never hear from me again. Was this webinar recorded for future review? Yes, it was. Okay, if there's any more questions, go ahead and type them in real quick. I'm going to close off with some closing comments. I know this was very quick for everybody, but I want to let you know that we have something for insurance agents a lot better than anything they have right now, but I will tell you it is expensive to go after the cold market. This way has been good to me, but I wouldn't do it in place of the warm market. But I would say there is a window of opportunity. There may, who knows, be a sign-up fee after the first after our launch. I don't know that to be true or not, but if there is, they'll be getting information with it and a lot of material, and it'll be well worth it, and it'll be very small. But I'm just telling you right now, we have a free sign-up at least to the launch. This is the window of opportunity to take advantage of this. Plus, as we close out cities and appoint city managers, that's less and less people that you can offer this thing to. So our unique selling proposition, of course, is getting less and less as we continue to fill those cities, at least for those very top echelon agents that are responding to our program. So if there's nothing else in questions, I'm going to close out here in a second. Was this webinar recorded? Yes. Where is the recording? Well, I haven't stopped recording yet. So I will put it up. If I could get it on a YouTube link, I will. Are there other webinars recorded? If so, where are they? No, other than the normal Freedom Equity Group webinars that everyone should know about already. If you don't, please get with your sponsor. How do we get access to the webinar link to look at it again? I'll send it out to everybody that I sent this to. And that looks like it's about it. Folks, I want to thank you for joining me on this call. I know it was very quick and dirty, and I know I had to go fast. So thanks very much. I think I got one more here. If you're a new agent, would you recommend we try this? No, actually I would not. Because you're going to get asked some technical questions if you've never been an agent before. You know, when these experienced agents say, well, what about MECing the policy? What are you going to say? What's a MEC? By the way, that's a modified endowment contract, which then makes your policy non-tax deductible upon withdrawal. So you don't want to MEC a policy. I'm just saying that if you're a brand new agent, this might be difficult. I intend to create one of these systems just for clients and another one for people experienced in direct sales. So I will be doing more of this as the weeks go on, and I will be expanding this system even further. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do my 6 o'clock webinar, which is the one we do Monday through Thursday, that explains the product and the opportunity to the general public. Once again, thanks for joining us. Have a great evening. Bye-bye now.